All right, abusia ayade update bi efri Chama Wontumi camp na message efri lawyer attaching awo. Abusia we dey ma me kasa wa pese ya ayekọ na yeti ensem ya aba abonten ena message a pese efri lawyer attaching ho aba sesi ha era so aye be media je chebe se wa so be subscribe dia my notification bonus for podcast update. Yonko na yenti enkomo ne mu ye na ye wi abusia bode ase be che ya adwen. E de afa Chama Wontumi ene ne lawyer yi omo chese omo ho a chese nsem a aba no ye nche ya adwen emfa ho ha era so aye be media je chebe so be subscribe dia my notification bonus for podcast update. No ma yenko na yenti enkomo a ababetodwa a efa lawyer attach ho ma sesi
Abusua na Black Rasta eni edi nkomo bi lawyer attach officially said ye be magana for say lawyer attach officially wa resign officially wa gin hu every case ni nyinam according to lawyer attach because eno ye be tidwa say omuko Exim Bank plead bargain omuko PM court no lawyer and the Appiah Kubi amba after interview na after court proceedings no ma agenda and na omo grantee lawyer attaching say when I represent Chama Wontumi in plea bargaining case and some boy be jijina ma eno ya competent also komo kwa no holding komo kase say ya tese tamon numeri na say officially no ka je tamon numeri forest case no so say ono so ni jinem na say officially Ghana for nti asem bio lawyer and the Appiah Kubi are resigning from all the cases of Chama Wontumi say attaching the least counsel to hand over the plea bargaining and that what a year tananumri na just lawyer and the Appiah Kubi I don't know how you want to miss with respect because now we lead counsel with the assembly finally are resigning from all the cases according to the attaching chairman is one the lead counsel with the expression of your say plea bargaining mpo ana watching one film sa tananumri so was resigning bm say attaching I confirm say or no any say ADD all the cases the remaining cases and go to Black Rasta schedule like and a boss I interview editor
return to the courts and tell the courts that we've been able to strike a deal with the Attorney General. For Iyoko, I can tell you it's not ready to cut deals. If Wontumi has to go in for 7 million years, he will go there, no mercy. Attorney General, my prayer is that he will stick to the guns and look at Ghana first. Wontumi has had this time. He has enjoyed all the luxury. Today they appeared in court. Yes, the lawyers were in court. Our cameras were also there. My brother, my sister, look at them. It was a very beautiful time. Wontumi is already in there for 20 years. So it has brought a lot of tensions down. And then Attachia himself came, now representing Chairman Wontumi in the Exim case. And you just saw Dr. Slemsai standing right there, my brother, my sister, ready to go in again and push Wontumi into another bout of prison experience. Attachia spoke. And what did he tell journalists about this Exim Bank thing? Watch this.
To the court was in the first instance, you are not kind to say that I'm a lucky man. They put more work on my shoulders. But essentially, the judge agreed, and Honorable Deputy Attorney General Service House agreed that you attempt a plea bargain and then come back to the court and announce it. So we'll take up that initiative and see whether we can broker a deal, and that matter will come to an end. So that is what happened. But relating to the Edubuain case, Cromwell, who was the last witness and investigator for the Attorney General, is still in the box. And today he made several concessions. I didn't understand the national security space. And I begin to wonder, I don't have to say so many times, that how can you investigate the national security when their matters are clandestine, when they do undercover operations, when they have even operatives functioning in banks, How can you come to terms with a space that you don't understand? And why should we use your ignorance to send somebody to jail? So this is where we are. Tomorrow is a good day for the judiciary, so we won't come. On Wednesday we'll continue with it and see how it pans out. But it's very, very unfortunate. He made several admissions that didn't understand the national security arrangement.
Council, let me draw you back a little on, still on Wontumi. The party says it's taking over all of Wontumi's cases. Does that translate to the Tananimri case as well? Will you be taking over as counsel for Wontumi in that matter as well?
Yes, indeed. And all the cases associated with Wontumi have taken over. And then we'll see how we prosecute them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
This is Samuel Atigya. My brother, my sister. And you heard him. He took the opportunity to talk about the Eduboyeni case. Today we won't go into it. We will look at it tomorrow. In fact, he is the most uncomfortable lawyer in the world as it stands right now, and I don't envy him at all. His client is already in jail for 20 solid years. The next few clients are on their way to join Chairman Wontumi in there from the way things are going. My brother, my sister, they say if you don't know what death is, just look at what sleep looks like. Now, Atigya has taken over all the cases of Chairman Wontumi. As ordered by Bawumia, the NPP legal team has taken over all the cases of Wontumi. And it will be time, my brother, my sister, for justice to be delivered in a splendid way. Let me close on this. When Wontumi was going to court, none of these guys, Oseche Mensa, or Nkrumah, Samia Wuku, and all those guys, none of them ever made time to go and see Wontumi. But they all had the time to drive several tens of miles to Nsawam prison to greet him. That continues to remind me of the African proverb. A friend who lives just a street away from your home finds it very difficult to come and visit you. But he will travel several hundreds of miles to your funeral and to your burial. This is what is happening to Chairman Wontumi. Chairman Wontumi wants to pay 12 million when he actually took over 14 million, and interest has compounded so that the case will be over. And you heard Atigya, he doesn't even want to fight it in court. They want to have a case that will not have any trial. To avoid trial, they are ready to pay 12 million. Attorney General said, no, we are not interested in that. We want the full amount. We want Wontumi to accept guilt, and it will be in his records that he is a criminal, a fraudster. That is the only way Iyoko would say, oh, we can take the plea deal now. Or else, they will go to trial and push the facts, which Wontumi and his lawyers know that these are airtight facts out of a serious investigation. As for Chairman Wontumi, wow, dash. This is what nobody is able to tell you. What exactly Wontumi is saying he will pay, and what Iyoko under the Attorney General wants, and we have brought it to bear. My brother, my sister, it looks like it's going to be another interesting trial. Unless Wontumi agrees that I am already in jail, let us just accept this. In fact, he is now going to pay about 40 million Ghana cedis. From the last time that it was 30 million, compound interest has been slapped on it, and it has even increased. Wontumi is truly in trouble. It's the black pot, aka Kukushonemo. but it was on Chairman Wontumi's farm. The last time that tractor was sparked into action was probably 1980 or so. Number two, when investigators looked straight into Chairman Wontumi's activities, they realized that right after he took the loan of about 30 million Ghana cedis, he bought bulldozers. What did he use the bulldozers for? For the farm? Certainly not. He was using that for galamsey, according to investigators. He didn't employ anybody. He didn't try to pull away people from the galamsey pits as the Nana Addo government wanted to do, because it was said that so many people were doing galamsey because they had no other means of survival, no employment. So the government, in its own wisdom, said, you know what? Let us redirect the youth into farming. Wontumi take this money, 30 million, but he rather took the money and allegedly pushed it into the same galamsey that the government was trying to run away from. Now, my brother, my sister, let us refresh your memories a little bit, and you will see exactly what we are looking at. Come here. Come here. Round the doors here, and watch exactly what Chairman Wontumi did with Exim Bank. Watch. Bernard Enchibosia, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, is currently facing a high-profile criminal prosecution over an alleged 30 million fraud involving the Ghana Export-Import Bank. That's Exim Bank. Now, according to the state prosecution and investigations by Iyoko, Chairman Wontumi, along with Wontumi Farms Limited, and an accomplice at large called Thomas Enchibosia, secured a credit facility from Exim Bank between 2018 and 2022 under the guise of funding a large-scale industrial agricultural project. And this is according to the Ghanaian Times. Flip. My brother, my sister, this is Chairman Wontumi. He and one Thomas Enchibosia went and got the money, 30 million, for a ghost farm. A non-existent farm. Now, the prosecution assessed that the proposed farming operations were entirely fabricated and existed only on paper. Now, Wontumi allegedly failed to acquire the specified lands, build the farms, or employ the youth he claimed he would hire. Now, to secure or justify parts of the funding, Wontumi allegedly presented a fake receipt to Exim Bank indicating a 4 million Ghana cedi payment to a supplier named Cass Sama Enterprise for heavy-duty earth-moving and farming equipment. Investigations discovered that the document was an altered pro forma invoice, where the phrase pro forma invoice was manually replaced with receipt. The supplier later confirmed they never received payment. Rather than utilizing the capital for agri-businesses, the Attorney General's office states that Wontumi withdrew massive sums from the corporate accounts for personal luxury expenses and separate business ventures. Luxury. At a point, he told us that the necklace he was wearing could build a whole story building in Kumasi. Luxury. A village boy who all of a sudden found a way of stealing from the state. Now, the state has preferred 4 criminal counts against him, to which he has pleaded not guilty. Watch this. Number 1, defrauding by false pretense. 2, altering a forged document. 3rd, money laundering. 4th, intentionally causing financial loss to a public body. Now, while the initial fraudulent principal amount received sat around 14.3 million, compounding interest and state losses have pushed the active court case value to over 30 million. So the money he actually got from the bank was just over 14 million. My brother, my sister, put that in your head. We're going to return to this. The money he actually took from the bank was just over 14 million. But compound interest slapped on it, he's now supposed to be paying 30 million. We'll prove to you that he will even pay more of this. Hey, watch this. Now the plea bargain started. he went to court. After the NPP followed him to play the tomfoolery, supporting him blindly. Thieves always support thieves. They sat on the floor. People who call themselves honorables, dirty honorables, sat on the floor. My brother, my sister, in front of Iyoko, in front of the Parliament House, and all those places supporting Chairman Wontumi, only for Chairman Wontumi to put in a plea bargain. In July 2026, the case took a massive turn as Wontumi's legal team initiated a plea bargain negotiation with the Attorney General to avoid trial and settle out of court. Did you hear that? Hey, watch this. Now, on July the 27th, 2026, the Accra High Court presided over by Justice Halima El Alawa Abdul. This is interesting. And this is where we will pause. Simultaneously, Member of Parliament and prominent lawyer Samuel Atachia took over as lead counsel for Wontumi, replacing his previous lawyer, Andy Appiah Kubi. Dash it away. So this Appiah Kubi guy, you know, is, I don't know what he really wants to achieve. And with this kind of nasty record, I wonder how many people would keep hiring this man as a lawyer. A lawyer who is so cowardly. In fact, he develops cold feet at the least cold wind that blows. This is the guy. And the Appiah Kubi, he has again decided to pull out of the case and push Atachia to go forward and do that. And today in court, my brother, my sister, we have some NPP bigwigs. You can call them the big goons, GOONS, or the big guns, depending on how you want to call them. They were in court. NPPs Osei, Che Mensabonsu, Nana Akomia, Miracles Abuaji, Kojo Ponkruma, and Samuel Uku attend court in support of Wontumi in the Exim Bank case. My brother, my sister, what did they go there for? Somebody who already wants a plea bargain. And today we're going to tell you exactly what he went to say at the plea bargain. And it's exclusive. Some of these guys, they don't have Ghana at heart at all. The friend of a thief is a thief. Anyone who supports the activities of a criminal is equally criminal. Right? My brother, my sister, now it's been proven beyond all doubt that Wontumi is a criminal, dirty criminal. He has destroyed our forest, killed our fauna to be able to pick up gold. My brother, my sister, now the Exim Bank case is lingering right there in the air, waiting for another judgment against him, and this one will be parallel. My brother, my sister, parallel. Is he going to jail? Now, Andy Appiah Kubi was the one who started this plea bargain thing on behalf of Chairman Wontumi. They went to Iyoko. In fact, they actually went to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. The Zwarungu boy, the cigar-chomping Zwarungu boy, his name is Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayini, the Stanford lawyer. This guy, dangerous guy. My brother, my sister. And when they went to him, he said, no, I'm not ready to cut any deals. Go to court. They went to court, and the court gave them the chance to go and have the plea bargain. And you know what happened? When they sat down with the Attorney General, come here. Come here.